you ready to get checked out? How was your visit today? It was not good. I'd like to lodge a formal complaint. Okay, I'm so sorry to hear that. What's going on? What happened? I don't like being treated like a secret client. I'm sorry, what do you mean a secret client? You've been treating us like you're ashamed of us from the second we made this appointment. You told us to go through the back door, and then you shoved us directly in a room the moment we got here, and it was the most corner room at that. I do apologize. That wasn't the intention. When you called, you said your dog was coughing and hacking and recently stayed at Puppy Paws, and they just had a kennel cough outbreak. I don't care what kind of outbreak they had. They could have had a COVID outbreak for all I care. That policy is in place to protect all dogs, and your dog as well, ma'am. I don't care whose policy it is, but I want to talk to the doctor. Not the hospital manager, to the doctor. You were just with him, so you were more than welcome to talk to him about it then, but now he's moved on to another room, but I can put in a note for the doctor to give you a call later on when he's free. How do I know you're going to put in a note, and what are you going to say about me to him? I'm just going to let him know that you have questions about our kennel cough policy and how you didn't like being asked to go immediately to a room with a sick pet. I have more so of a problem with how this policy is being enforced, not really with the doctor. Well, I'm sure he'll be very happy to hear that I'm informing policy, keeping dogs safe. The card machine is ready for you, ma'am. Thank you for calling the restaurant. How may I help you? Hi, I just want to go over some details for our private event tonight. I want to go over our linen selections, make sure that the menu's going to be okay, things like that. Okay, yes ma'am, I can definitely transfer you over to our event coordinator. Can you tell me the name of your party and your name as well? An event coordinator? No, we don't have an event coordinator. I just saw online that you guys offer private dining rooms and the services that come with them. So our private dining areas are not first come, first serve. We do book out months and months in advance for those, and in order to reserve a room, you do have to sign a contract, pay a deposit, those kind of things. No ma'am, I don't think that's how it works. So I saw online your business hours, the time that you are open. So obviously our event is within your business hours, and I also saw all the private dining rooms that we can reserve. But we've had this planned out for like 6 months now, so I don't know what the issue is. Yes, so we do have our business hours online, what time our restaurant is open and what time we close. But again, like it says online, the private dining rooms do have to be reserved. You would have an event coordinator that would help you get everything ready. You would have to pay a deposit. There's a lot of steps that go into it, so I apologize, but we would not be able to host your event tonight. All of our private dining rooms are booked. Well, no, we've had this event booked out for about 6 months now, so all of our event is going to be showing up tonight. We've reserved the large area next to the patio. Well, I've said the same exact thing now about 5 times, so I'm not going to continue repeating myself because I don't think you're listening, but I will say it just one more time. Hopefully it sticks. All of our private dining rooms are booked. Even though we have the pictures online of which rooms you can book, just as examples, and we have our business hours on there, that doesn't mean that you can just walk in and get a private dining room. Again, I apologize for the confusion, but there are things that go into reserving a private dining room, okay? Well, we're gonna be there regardless because I'm not listening, so make sure no one's in our event space. Thanks. Hello, ma'am. Hello. Oh, goodness gracious. Here's the estimate for your dog's visit today. Do you have any questions on it? I do. These prices are outrageous. Is there anything that I can clear up for you, or do you have any questions on the services? Is there anything that you don't want to do today? When I used to come in, the rabies vaccine was $5. You're saying that it's $25? Yes, ma'am. The rabies vaccine does cost $25, but it is a 3-year vaccine, so you won't have to get the vaccine for another 3 years. Well, I'm going to change the prices on here a little bit. Can I use this pen? So for the rabies vaccine, I think I'm just going to stick with the $5. Thank you so much, but I'm not going to be paying the extra $20. The prices are non-negotiable. Yes, the rabies vaccine is $25. I think for all the vaccines, it looks like the distemper and the few other ones, yeah, we're just going to do $5 all across the board. I think that's easier too because I'm going to be paying in cash. So I can just do $5, $5, $5, you know, $5. Again, that's not how this works. This is the estimate for our services, and our prices are competitive and just pretty standard. So do you have any other questions? Well, $5 for each vaccine is my best and final, so you can take it or leave it. Okay, so we'll be leaving it. Do you want me to send your records to a different clinic, or are you wanting to price shop around and maybe just give us the call back later? This is the worst customer service experience I've ever had. The fact that you can't bring your prices down to help me out is ridiculous. Okay, so there are a few low-cost vaccination stations and different things like that around the corner where you can go get the vaccines at a lower rate. But again, here, these are the prices. So is there anything that I can do for you today? We're not gonna be negotiating on the prices though. Thank you for coming into the extremely busy vet clinic. How may I help you? I need to pick up a medication right now, please. Okay, what's your first and last name? So I can go grab the prescription for you. I never called it in. Okay, what's your first and last name so I can see if you have any refills on it? If it's something quick and easy, I can go fill it for you. It's for Amanda Smith and I need the hydrocodone filled right now. Oh boy, oh boy. What's wrong? Is that too hard for you to do? It's not that it's hard, it's just that the hydrocodone, 1, doesn't have any refills on it. 2, it looks like you get a written script and you take it elsewhere, and the doctor does have to sign those himself. It can't be a stamp, and he is not in the clinic right now. He's actually at lunch. No one's gonna know the difference if it's just a stamp, and you can just add a refill on there, it's fine. Ma'am, I cannot do that under any circumstance, and especially not under a controlled drug. The doctor does need to approve another refill of it, and he does need to sign the form. So you're gonna tell me that I drove all the way up here from my house 5 minutes down the road, and you can't refill this medication for me? That is what, cell phones are for. So you next time are more than welcome to call to make sure. I'm going to put in a note for the doctor that you are wanting to get this hydrocodone refilled. I can even mark it as urgent, so it pops up to the top of his callback list. But yes, there is not anything that I can do right now for you at all. But I'm sure you know the doctor's signature really well by now, especially if you have the stamp, Ma'am, that is illegal. Absolutely not. That's not gonna happen. So, yeah, I'll let the doctor know of this whole entire conversation. If you don't mind just filling out this client info sheet real quick, the tech will be right with you. No thank you. I don't have time to fill that out. Okay, yeah, it's just a form confirming all of your information. It looks like we had some mail that was returned for you too, so if you don't mind just changing your address on there. Okay, I guess I'm waiting for an appointment. I'm not here to fill this out. Okay, there's totally not a rush on it. If you aren't able to finish it in time, you can just take the form into the room with you and give it to the tech. Okay, I guess if you insist on me doing this. It's definitely not a secret form. I am going to be typing into the computer system everything you write down. Hi, is this Floofy Doofy? I'm going to be your tech today, Amanda. If you want to go ahead and follow me back into a room, we'll get you started. I'm not finished with the form yet, so I'm gonna sit here and finish it. You're more than welcome to bring the form with you into the room, and we can just go ahead and get started, and you can finish filling it out while we are proceeding with your appointment. But that receptionist said it was really important to get it finished right this second. Yeah. Checking in to see how everything's going. Are we wanting to do another round of drinks? Do you want to take a look at the dessert menu? It's like you read our minds. Yes, we would love to do another round of drinks, and we'll also take a look at the dessert menu too. Thank you. Of course, here is the dessert menu. Please take your time. I'm going to bring in those round of drinks. I'll bring those out, and then we can get you started with some dessert, okay? Thank you so much. No rush at all. Please take your time. Here is your beer, and here is your margarita. Have we had a minute with the dessert menu, or do you need more time? We're ready. We're just gonna do the Oreo cheesecake, please. Thanks. Perfect, the Oreo cheesecake. That's personally my favorite too. I love the Oreo cheesecake. Okay, thanks. And if you don't mind bringing the check whenever you bring the cheesecake over here, we'd like to close out too. Here is the cheesecake, and here's your check. No rush at all. Here, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you my card. We're on our way to go see a movie tonight for a little date night. This service has been absolutely fabulous. I trust that everything on the receipt is right. Of course, I'll go take that right now. What movie are you guys going to see? Yeah, we're gonna go see Gladiator. I'm so excited about it. Nice, I just saw Gladiator last week and it was great. I'm gonna go run your card. I'll be right back. Ugh, got to be kidding me. Ugh. Here's your check, and please let me know if you need anything else. Again, it was such a pleasure serving you guys, and I hope you have a great movie. Yeah, whatever. Ugh. She wanted you so bad. Ugh. No tip because you were flirting with my boyfriend in front of me. Who cares if you like the same movie as him? I was not flirting with her. Hi, welcome into the restaurant. How may I help you? Yeah, no, we're good. We don't need your services, but thank you. Okay, hi. Yes, you do need my services. That's why I'm here. This restaurant is a reservation-based restaurant unless you're going up to the bar. Are you going up to the bar? You don't look like you're going to the bar. I don't think it's much of your business where we are going, but for your information, we're just going to one of the tables in the bar area, not the bar. Yes, so the bartenders don't actually serve those tables. They do have servers assigned to them, so you would need a reservation for those tables just because they're in the bar area. They're not bar tables, if that makes sense. They're just still regular booths and tables. But I can put you on the wait list. It'll be about 60 minutes. I don't think you understand because all restaurants have the same kind of policies, but the one down the road, it is free seating. We can walk in and sit wherever we want in the bar area. I understand, but that's just simply not how this restaurant runs. So are you wanting to be put on the wait list for a table, or are you wanting to go sit at the actual bar where it is open seating? I don't think you're understanding though. Why would we be put on a wait list for sitting in a booth in the bar area? Like, that doesn't make any sense. We're not in the rest of the restaurant. I do understand. I just don't think that you are understanding me, and I don't know another way to put it. The bar itself, where that man is shaking that little drink around in his hand, that is open seating. You are more than welcome to go sit at the bar. But the tables and booths in the bar area, just like in the rest of the restaurant, they are reservation based. No thanks, and I stopped listening a while ago, but there's an open booth right there and we're gonna go sit there. Sure, but nobody will serve you. So if you just want to sit there and stare at the wall, go for it. You just don't understand. And this is how the one down the street does it. But this is not that restaurant down the street. This is this restaurant with a whole different set of rules, a whole different set of policies, different business owner, kind of all the things. So, sorry. Hello everyone in the exit row. I do need a verbal confirmation that you are willing and able to assist in the event of an emergency. I'm going to go ahead and start with you. Yes, ma'am, I do need a verbal confirmation. Just a yes or no will suffice. That's why I nodded. Yes or no? Oh my gosh, you're so annoying. Yes. Yeah. Perfect. Next. Sir, do you actually mind just taking out your headphones real quick? Huh? Hi, yes. Are you willing and able to assist in the event of an emergency? I do need a verbal yes or no. I already said yes when you were talking to her. You didn't hear me? No, I didn't. I do need individual yeses and nos. So, yes or no? Yes. Perfect, thank you. Okay, last one. Are you willing and able to assist in the event of an emergency? No, I'm not willing, but I'm also not moving. I paid for this seat, so I'll be sitting here. Okay, so if you're not able to assist, that is totally fine. We just need to find a volunteer who's willing to switch with you to come to the exit row, and then we're gonna need you to switch out of the exit row seat. You're putting a lot of hypothetical pressure on a paying customer. No. I understand it is a lot of pressure and there is no obligation for you to be in this seat, but if you are in the seat, your answer does need to be yes to helping. So I'm just gonna see if there's any volunteers on the plane. I'll be right back with you, okay? Hi, welcome into the bar during happy hour. How can I help you? Hi, why do we have two menus? I'm confused. Yes, one menu is our happy hour menu and one menu is just our regular dinner menu. If there's an item that's not on the happy hour menu that you want to order, you're more than welcome to. It would just be at regular price. That makes no sense that something would be at regular price during happy hour. This is happy hour right now. No, so as you can see on the happy hour menu, this menu is only served from 2 to 6 on weekdays, and it is only those select items at a discounted price. Honestly, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Most normal restaurants have all of their menu items at a happy hour discount. So sure, maybe some restaurants do that, but a lot of restaurants also have a happy hour menu, and they're just regular lunch, brunch, or dinner menu. Do you need a minute with the menus, or do you want me to get you started with a round of waters? So then where would water fall? On which menu? Would I be able to find the price for water? On happy hour or regular? You're confused which menu you need to order from? Okay, so if you want something off the happy hour menu, you're more than welcome to order that. But if you're like, I really want something that's on the regular menu, then just know that you're going to be paying full price for it because it's not on the happy hour menu. No, it's fine, whatever. We're ready to order. Okay, what can I get you started with? Oh, I'm so confused. I feel like I'm on an episode of Lost or something. This is so difficult. So we want the Pinot Grigio from the regular menu, but I saw that it's half price bottles right now during happy hour, but I don't see this bottle listed. So the bottles of wine listed on the happy hour menu for half price bottles of wine are the only ones. If you're wanting one off the regular menu, once again, that would be at full price. That's dumb, but whatever. We will just be paying, I guess, full price, and then we'll never come back here again. Okay. Yes, ma'am. I'll be right back with that. Thanks for coming into the vet clinic over Labor Day weekend. How can I help you? I'm dropping off my dog for boarding, and I don't have all day. My kids are in the car, and I have a flight to catch. Okay. Do you want to bring your kids inside, or are you just gonna leave them in the car in the Texas heat? Yeah, okay. What's your pet's name so I can get you checked in? This is Floofy Doofy. Okay, I'm dropping him off to be boarded for the weekend. I understand that you're in a hurry and we're all trying our best. So if you could just answer the questions the first time I ask you, that would be great. I didn't have time to make a reservation. I'm very busy, so I don't have time to sit here and answer these questions either. So can you please just take him for boarding? I have to go. You don't have a reservation? Is that correct? Right, I do not have a reservation, but I'm expecting for him to be boarded this weekend. Unfortunately, we do not have anything. We've been booked up for this weekend for months. People do plan way in advance for these kind of trips, so I'm sorry we're not going to be able to take Floofy Doofy today. So you're ruining my vacation. This is all your fault. I'm getting my husband on the phone because I don't have time to deal with this. I have absolutely no idea what getting your husband on the phone will do for you, ma'am. But whatever you want to do, it's still going to be a no, regardless of whatever he says. This is just ridiculous. I'm just so stressed out right now. I do apologize for the inconvenience, but I hope you have a really great weekend. Yeah, we'll see you another time. Hi, welcome to the restaurant for Mother's Day brunch. How may I help you? Hi, yes, we have a reservation for 2 under Monica. Of course, reservation for 2 under Monica. It looks like your reservation was a few hours ago. Is that correct? Yes, we got caught up at home waiting for the babysitter. I was hoping you could just sneak us in, actually, if you had an open table. Let me guess, you're totally about to start blaming this on me. Just because my golf game went a bit long with my buddies doesn't mean that we couldn't make the reservation. It's all my fault. I'm the worst husband. I didn't say anything about those things, honey. It's not your fault. It's okay. I was just explaining why we're a little bit late. I don't even like this restaurant. I literally would have never picked to eat here. Unfortunately, we don't have anything for right now, but the wait would only be 10 to 15 minutes. Is that okay? I'm not waiting that long or paying for this meal when I don't even want to be here. I know, but you had stuff for Mother's Day that I get to pick the restaurant, and you know this is my favorite restaurant, and then we were going to go for drinks after this as well, have a whole day of it. Yeah, well, today's already gone terribly wrong since the moment that we woke up this morning, and I just don't really want to be here. I want to go somewhere else. I'm going to go ahead and put your name down because that's what she said she wants. You're welcome to go to the bar and have a drink while you wait. Perfect. I'm going to go grab us a few margaritas from the bar. No, don't put our names down. We're going to leave. There's a sports bar right down the road. I'm a regular. You can meet all of my favorite bartenders. There's Amber, there's Tiffany. They're going to love you and you're going to love them. Okay, fine. I don't want to keep arguing, so let's just go over there. Have fun with Amber and Tiffany on Mother's Day. I have a question about my bill and I need you to change it. Hi, yes ma'am, of course. What seems to be the issue with your bill? You charged me full price for the margaritas. They should be half off. So we don't have any specials going on right now. Our margaritas are full price. They're not half off right now. No, I was here last week and the margaritas were half price. You need to change this to reflect the special that was going on last week. Okay, are you maybe talking about happy hour? Because during happy hour, our house margaritas are half price. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So change the bill. Okay, I think I see where the confusion is. A few things. First, our happy hour margaritas are only our house margaritas. You did get a specialty margarita that would not be included in happy hour anyways. And second, it is 9:30 at night on a Saturday. Our happy hour is Monday to Friday, 3 to 6. I don't care. Actually, I don't care at all. All I know is the last time I was here, these were half off, and I need you to fix the price to make them half off. Ma'am, I'm not going to be able to change the price of the drinks for you. It's not happy hour right now. We don't have any promos going on. Okay, well, what are you gonna do for me then? This is a terrible inconvenience, and I'm not paying for everything that I ordered at full price. No, there's nothing I can offer you for free, and you will be paying full price for the drinks. Do you have any other questions? Is there anything else that I can clear up for you? We will never be bringing our services back here ever again. Sounds good to me. I'm gonna run your card. I'll be right back. Hi, welcome into the very busy, crowded restaurant. How can I help you tonight? Hi, yeah, we don't have a reservation. We couldn't figure it out, but we're just hoping to get put on the wait list for tonight. Yes, of course, I can definitely put you on the wait list. What is your last name and how many people are in your party? Thanks. I think there's something wrong with the website, but we have 8+ people and our last name is Lowe. Okay, I'm sorry. What do you mean by you have 8+ people? Do you have 9, 10? How many? That's exactly what it was saying online. It wouldn't let us book the reservation for 8+ people. But yes, we do have more than 8. Yes, so whenever you have a party bigger than 8, you do have to call us, and it does specify that on the reservation website, because we do have to make special accommodations, maybe put you in a private dining room, just depending on availability. How many people are in your party, ma'am? Okay, well, we have 27 people here to dine right now. 27! Yeah, that's definitely 8+. I'm sorry, but we don't have the room for tonight. All of our private dining rooms are already booked up, and we don't have the floor space to be able to accommodate a party of 27. No. You're funny though. So it's my son's high school graduation, and all these people are here, his little friends, his grandparents flew in from out of town, so we're gonna be dining here tonight. I apologize for the inconvenience, but we don't have the space for 27 people. Again, all those private dining rooms that are fully booked have been booked for a few months now. But I can see in those rooms back there that there are 8+ people in those rooms. So can you just put us in a room? Yes, if you would have called, we probably could have put you in one of those rooms, but for tonight, they are all completely booked up. This is neglect because we are starving and you're not feeding us and you're losing out on our business. I'm not paying you a dime. We're leaving. The restaurant's doing just fine without your business. Okay, well, I hope you have a great night. Bye. Hi, welcome to the restaurant on a very busy Friday night. How can I help you? Yeah, for 3 people, thank you. Okay, 3 people. Do you have a reservation? If so, what's your first and last name? Yes, 3 people for dinner right now. Thanks. Yes, ma'am, I did hear you the first time. I'm not sure if you're hearing me though. What is your first and last name, and do you have a reservation for 3 people? Why do you keep asking me the same question over and over again? Yeah, we have 3 people, 3 for right now. Do you have a name? Do you have a name? What would the name be on your reservation for 3 people at 6? You could have just asked me that at the beginning. It's under Ashley Jones, party of 3. Thank you so much. Yes, we do have an Ashley Jones down, but just for 2 people. So you're wanting for 3 people now? Yes, when I originally made the reservation, there's just 2, but as you can clearly see, there's 3 people standing in front of you right now. 3. Okay, yeah, your table for 2 people's ready, but if it's gonna be 3 now instead of 2, it is just gonna be a really short wait, 5 to 10 minutes while we're just cleaning off another table, okay? Why would we be waiting if we have a reservation? That literally makes no sense. When you make a reservation, you come to the restaurant, check in, and you get seated. Again, your original reservation is for 2 people, and we do have you seated at a table that only accommodates 2 people. It's just gonna be a second though, and we can get you right in for a party of 3, okay? Do you just wanna take a seat, or you can go up to the bar and grab a drink while you're waiting? It'll be just a second. Honestly, as a hostess, you need to do better because this process should not take this long to get checked in, so. I agree. It should definitely not take this long at all. So, yeah. Take a seat, and we'll be with you shortly. Hi, welcome into the super busy restaurant. How may I help you? Yeah, I know. That's exactly what he said. Yeah. Hi, I'm on the phone, so it'll be just a second. Sorry, keep going. Alrighty then. Hi, welcome in. How may I help you? Hi, yeah, I'm just here to check in for a party. It's Johnson Party of 6. Okay, perfect. Yes, I do see right here, Johnson Party of 6. If you want to follow me back, your table's ready. Yeah, hold on. Excuse me, why are you taking them back to their table? I was here first. Yes, ma'am, you did, but there are more people in this restaurant than just you. So I'm going to take care of the customers that are behind you while you're on the phone. We'll be right back. No, do not go anywhere. That's not how this works. I need to finish this phone call, and then you're going to help me, okay? Hi, yeah, sorry. Oh, the waitress is incompetent. Okay, yeah, no. Ma'am, you can follow me back. Your table's ready. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna call you back. Okay, great. Happy to see that you're off the phone now. Do you have a reservation with us? How many people are in your party? I'm not dining here. Go get the manager because this little charade was ridiculous. My shift just started. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll go grab the manager. Not that it's your business, but I was on the phone with my son's school. Okay, that's more important than me getting a table at that exact moment in time. Go get the manager. Yes, the manager will be up here shortly. Thanks for calling the vet clinic. How may I help you? If I was to walk in right now, would I be able to get an appointment? Good evening to you as well. I'm doing great. Thank you. We don't have any walk-ins right now, but what's your first and last name and I can see when our soonest appointment would be. Please check the caller ID for my information. The caller ID just says blocked on it. So what's your first and last name, please? Lord have mercy. What is the point of technology if it's not going to be helpful in a situation like this? It beats me. So what's your first and last name, please? It's Karen Smith with floofydoofyy. So I can't come in right now. Is that what you're saying? No, ma'am, we don't have anything for right now, and I actually don't see a Karen Smith with floofydoofyy in our system. Would you be a new client here? Yes, I know the vet. He's my sister's neighbor's brother's ex-husband of another mother. Yeah, so he's a personal friend, and I expect to be able to get in today. Right, it really does sound like you know him quite personally. Do you mind just telling me what's going on with your pet so I can see what kind of appointment we have? Is it medical or is it just vaccines? I wouldn't be calling unless it was medical. Right? So I would like a medical exam as a new client. I can already tell you're going to get yourself fired from this clinic in no time. What is your availability so I can get you scheduled, ma'am? I don't know. I'm driving and I don't have my calendar. So how am I supposed to know what times I'm free? Okay, then how about you give us a call whenever you get home, or maybe try a different clinic and see if someone else has anything for you. Have a good day. Welcome into the vet clinic right when we open. How can I help you? Wow, you're finally open. What a luxury it must be for you to be able to sleep in and be late to work. Late to work? It is 7 a.m. We just opened and just unlocked our doors, so we are here right on time, as are you. How can I help you? When I scheduled this appointment, I told you guys that I needed to drop off my dog for surgery by 6:30 because I have to take my kids to school. I have errands to run. I need to get back to the house because we're having visitors come. You were expected to be here by 6:30 so I could drop off my dog for surgery. It is 7 o'clock. You are 30 minutes late. Ma'am, no one told you that we would be here by 6:30 for your dog's drop off. The texts don't even come in until 7 o'clock. So you are the first drop off of the day. I do apologize for any confusion, but we definitely don't take drop offs any earlier than 7. I just think it's wildly inconvenient. I'm paying money to drop off my dog for surgery, and you're not even here to take him. Ma'am, please. Can I just have your first and last name and your pet's name and if your pet's been fasted? And then the tech will be right up to go over the surgical consent form with you, okay? No, I'm not dropping my dog off for surgery today. I was here at 6:30 and now we're going home. We're gonna have to reschedule the surgery because I'm not dropping off my dog like this. It's very unorganized. It makes me very uncomfortable. Right, of course. Of course. Of course. Hey, I know we're about to close, but a table just came in. What do you mean someone just came in? We have 2 minutes till we close. I hate that this restaurant makes us stay open. And yes, they know, and they've been so rude. Of course they're being rude and we're just trying to accommodate them. Okay, well, I'm gonna go over there real quick, see if we can get them in an order and get them out of here. Sounds good. They're sitting right over there. Hi ladies, my name's Ashley. I'm gonna be taking care of you for right now. Are you ready to order drinks and food at the same time? Our kitchen does close in 2 minutes. Look, lady, you're rushing us just like the hostess. We have 2 other friends coming in. They'll be here in like 5 minutes. No, I don't think that you're hearing me correctly. We close, like completely shut down in 2 minutes. So I'm doing a courtesy by trying to rush you a little bit to get your food into the kitchen before they all leave. Because trust me, they will leave. So we want to wait for our friends. It's not a difficult concept. Then we want to order cocktails, maybe have 1 or 2, then have appetizers. Okay, well you now have about 60 seconds until the kitchen closes. So we can stand here and keep arguing, or I can put your food in for you. We're just gonna wait for our friends. So you can actually just give us a bit of space. Well, in about 30 seconds, you are going to have to exit the premises because we will be closed. We have done everything that we can for you. You did get here in time to kind of sneak in a late night order, but with all of this, we just won't have the time for it. Please come back during our business hours. They are on our website. That is terrible service, and unlucky for you, I know the owner. Maybe we should call him. Sure thing. Call him. That sounds great. Do you want to use my phone, or do you have his phone number? Well, I mean, I'm sure I can find his phone number. Okay, yeah. Call him. Well, it's actually kind of late. I don't really want to disturb him, but I am going to be leaving a detailed review and emailing your manager. Make sure you have all the details in there that you came in 5 minutes before closing. You've been arguing us with the whole entire time. We tried to accommodate you. You're trying to have your friends come in here past closing time, and that's why you need to leave. So please be honest. We're never coming here ever again. Do you promise? That'd be great. Thanks. Bye. No, once that big party comes in, honestly, I have no idea what to do. Hi, welcome into the restaurant. How can I help you? Hi, we're here for a reservation. It's for 6 people under Jones. Hi, good evening. Yes, I do see you right here, Jones, party of 6. Okay, if you don't mind just taking a seat, it's just going to be a short wait and then we'll have your table ready for you. Okay, thanks. Yeah, just let us know. We're going to be sitting right over here. Hi, hostess with the mostest. Were we able to get the error fixed and get everybody a table, or no? We were not able to get it fixed from 5 minutes ago whenever you sat that party down. The other party that had the reservation and has had the reservation for quite a while now is here. And it's probably going to be a little bit longer than expected because we're not going to have a table open for a second. Okay, well that's in your job description to fix, not mine. I'm going to go to my office, shut the door, and pretend to be really busy during the dinner rush. Hi, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I'm really not trying to be that person, but we had a reservation, and it's been a while. Is there something going on? Hi, yes, I'm the manager. Thank you for dining with us. There's been a little mix-up at the hostess stand, which is causing the delay, but once we have everything situated, all the errors fixed, we'll be able to get you a table. Okay, yeah, we'll just continue to wait. I'll take a seat. Thank you. Mistakes and errors? Respectfully, the error was seating a walk-in instead of waiting for this table and having the walk-in wait. So for the future, how would you like me to go about this so we don't run into this predicament again? The customer is at the forefront of what we do. So when that party came in, of course we're gonna sit them no matter what the situation is. I need you to amp up the customer service, put a smile on your face, and get out there and do your job. Hi, I'm sorry. I'm really, again, not trying to be that person, but it's been over 20 minutes and other people with reservations have gotten a table. So can we talk to a manager? Hi, yes, I will go get him for you. Just 1 second. Hi, that table is requesting to speak to a manager now. So do you mind coming up here and handling this? I'm very clearly busy doing inventory right now. 5 to 10 minutes and I'll be able to help them. I can tell them that, but that's not giving them good customer service experience. You know, putting out these fires is your job, not mine, and you're pulling me away from my job. We might need to go through hostess training again, but I'll be right there. Super, thanks. Why are you trying to take my dog away from me? Good morning, ma'am. My name is Sherry. I am one of the animal control officers in this city. Do you want to tell me a little bit about why you think I'm here to take away your dog? Because that stupid girl up front lied to you and said that I was abusing my dog. Okay, so we were just back there with the doctor examining Sweet Mocha, and from the lacerations on her ear, which you have said were from a chain, the lacerations around her neck that look like they're scarred and reopened, along with the ones on her paws and on her little ankles, it is very clear that there is animal abuse and neglect going on, along with the fact that you said she's a Great Dane Pit Bull mix and her weight is severely under any normal standard. None of that really constitutes abuse. I've always raised my dogs like that and they're just fine. Ma'am, everything that I just said in the state of Texas is illegal, and it's also very clear from the way that your dog smells and some of the things that are caked on her paws that she's clearly been living in her own waste, which is against the law as well for dogs. You do have to have a clean area for them if they are outside for any extended amount of time. Honestly, this dog is not even worth all of this trouble. This was going to be my last dog that I get anyways, so it doesn't matter. I just don't want the police involved. Well, I'm very glad that you are willingly giving us your dog because we would have been taking your dog anyways. And I can't speak for the police because you have broken the law, so we will be filing a report. This is very severe animal neglect and animal abuse, so I'm sure that the police are going to be contacting you. Can I go? Because this is just ridiculous. I can't even believe that this vet clinic cares enough to call animal control on a dog that they've never even seen before. Well, I'm not going to get fired from my job, so I'm going to zip it, lock it, put it in my pocket. But yeah, I'm sure you're free to go. Maybe just check out with the front desk lady and we will be taking Mocha. Thank you for calling the vet clinic 1 month later. How may I help you? Hi, this is Sherry over at Animal Control. I just wanted to give you an update on Mocha. Hi, Sherry. Yes, oh my gosh, we would love an update on Mocha. So after healing and a little bit of time with us, she has been rehomed. It was originally just a foster, but now it's a foster fail. So Mocha has her forever home. She is thriving. She is just living her best life. And I just wanted to give you a really happy update on her. Oh my gosh, I could just cry right now. That is the best update possible. Thank you so much again for all your help in facilitating this. Have a good day. Hi ladies, my name is Alicia. I'm the manager here for tonight. What seems to be the issue? So it's very obvious there's some kind of a mix-up at the hostess stand and we are getting blamed for it. We already have our drinks. We're sitting here minding our own business. That's not our problem. It doesn't seem like it's a mix-up or some confusion. It seems like you blatantly stole somebody else's reservation. You can't force us to leave. We are a party of 2 under Jones. It's a very common name. That's not our fault. Okay, so just leave us alone and let us finish our dinner. You're right. I'm not going to force you to leave in the middle of this restaurant on a very busy Friday night, but after you finish your drinks and after you enjoy your meal, you will be banned permanently and indefinitely from this restaurant. So I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your night, but we will never be seeing you here ever again. You can't ban us from here. Isn't that some kind of unlawful harassment? Yes, ma'am, businesses do have the right to refuse service, and we will not be serving you here anymore. We are on about a 2-month waiting list to even get in to eat at this restaurant. So yes, this is not something that we tolerate at all and nothing that we will continue to tolerate in the future. So I hope you have a once-in-a-lifetime dining experience because it will be once in a lifetime. Hey Mike, sorry to disturb you, but we have a situation up front. Yeah, no, I don't care. Just go give it to them for free. Whatever it is, it's free. Give it to them for free. Okay, sure. I'll just go serve the minor alcohol then. Thanks. Okay, wait. Stop. What do you mean, serve the minor alcohol? What's going on? A mom is throwing a huge fit that she cannot order alcohol for her daughter who is under 21. Did you tell her it's the law in this state and that we legally cannot serve anybody under 21? Yes, I did. But she would like to talk to a manager, so you're up. Okay, what table are they at? I'll go out there right now. She's at table 19. I'll follow you up there. Hi, I'm Mike, the manager of this restaurant. I hear there's a little bit of an issue. We're confused about drinking laws. Yeah, nobody's confused. Your server just won't let me order alcohol for my daughter. It's my parental right. Okay, well, it is against the law in this state. There is a police officer right behind you dining, having a wonderful experience. Should we check with him and just make sure? Where? No, I mean, I don't think so. Are you sure? We can definitely ask him, though, about serving alcohol to a minor, if that's allowed or not. Mom, stop making such a big deal. It's fine. Who cares? Honey, shush. Mommy's handling this. Okay, whatever. We will not order a drink then for her. Okay, is there anything else that I can help you with? We demand a different server. She has ruined and embarrassed my daughter's day. Yeah, that is fine by me. I will go get you a different server. Okay, thanks again, everyone. And again, if you have any other questions about the laws in the state concerning serving alcohol to a minor, you can just turn around and ask the cop behind you, okay? We are never coming back here again. Hi, I'm here to euthanize my dog. Hi, my name's Jennifer. I'm going to be your technician for right now while we're trying to figure out the next best steps. Do you mind telling me a little bit about what's been going on? I'm really tired of having to explain this over and over again, but I don't want my dog. You see, this dog is a childhood dog for my children, and they're off at college. So now the deed is done. I don't have any more responsibility to the dog, so let's get this process going. So we will not be euthanizing your dog for you out of convenience, but there are many other options that we are happy to help you explore today. We can help you get in touch with fosters. We can look for rehoming. So what? This is a no-kill vet clinic? I've never heard of that. I didn't think I was going to run into this issue. There is a big difference between euthanizing a sick pet than just euthanizing a dog because you don't want to take care of your 5-year-old perfect healthy dog anymore. Whatever. It's literally none of my business what happens with the dog, but I'm leaving and I'm not taking the dog with me. And if you make me take the dog with me, so we need to figure this out right now. Yes, ma'am. So we are more than happy to take your dog for you and rehome them ourselves. So if you don't mind just signing these papers, giving us the rights to your pet, we will happily rehome him for you. I feel really bad for people who have really sick pets who have to deal with all of these legal hoops to jump through in order to get their dog put to sleep. It sounds a little bit ambiguous, don't you think? I'm not going to keep explaining this to you. There are many reasons why owners elect euthanasia, and usually it's because it benefits the dog. Their quality of life has declined. Many options, and all of them are in favor of the dog. This is not that case. Here's the leash. Good luck. Goodbye. Don't let the door knock you out on the way out. Have a good day. Where do you get off? Are you the receptionist that my ex-wife talked to? Good morning. Oh goodness. This is gonna be quite a long conversation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and buckle in. I sent my assistant in here to pick up my dog from boarding and she got turned away. And then I get a call from my ex-wife saying that someone is accusing me of stealing my own dog. Again, where do you get off? That's absolutely not what happened. In order for someone to come and pick up a dog from boarding, you do have to be an authorized person on the chart. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and clear all of this up, add my name to my dog's chart, and add my assistant's name because we will be coming in and picking him up from daycare next week. In order to do that, I'm gonna have to call your wife and get her consent and approval. So, do you want me to call her and ask her? Are we not speaking the same language? Do you need me to break it down slower for you, sweetheart? I'm done having this conversation with you. There are a few lines on hold that I would just love to pick up and answer. I would rather shove a hot poker in my eyeball than continue this conversation with you. I don't want to work it out with my ex-wife. I want to work it out with you right here, right now. There's nothing I can do without your wife's permission. So, do I need to slow it down for you, or are you maybe understanding? This conversation is not done, and I will be back soon, so don't you worry. Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm just mildly disturbed. So, see you later. Hey, Jennifer, we have a little situation up front. Okay, I'm super busy. Can you just give me a quick rundown? So I don't know if you know Mr. Henderson, but we have a client up front who's upset. We were passing his phone back and forth, communicating, and okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop you right there. So there's a client up front making Mr. Henderson feel uncomfortable. He's a lifelong client and actually a friend. So print off all of her records and I'll be right up. I would love nothing more. I'll see you up at the front. I told the receptionist we don't need a manager. Everything is totally fine, no worries. Ma'am, do you mind following me right over here? I just need to talk to you for a second. No, I'm sorry, it's really fine. It was just a big mistake on my part, honestly. I just need to learn to keep my mouth shut. So I was looking at your chart and it looks like we've actually given you a lot of allowances for the way that you act, but in this case, this is not just gonna be swept under the rug. We did go ahead and print off your records for you. Please let me know if there's anything you need, but you will be needing to find a new vet clinic because we don't tolerate that here at this clinic. So I'm being let go as a client because of some terrible misunderstanding. It's not so much a misunderstanding, it's just the way that he was treated. We will never tolerate anything like that, regardless of what your intentions were. You can just keep your records. I don't want them anyways. I don't want my name anywhere associated with this kind of a clinic. Totally fine by us. Have a good day. Hi, welcome into the restaurant. How may I help you? Hi, I'm just here for my private event for tonight. Of course, yes ma'am. What is the name of your event tonight? And I will escort you right over to your room. Perfect. It's under Karen Smith. Karen Smith, okay. Were you perhaps maybe the lady on the phone that I talked to yesterday about not having a reservation, but saying that she had a private room? Yeah, that's me. But we do have a reservation. Yeah, we have about 40 to 60 people coming in right now. We don't have a finalized head count, but I figured we could just, make that work. Musical chairs, add an extra tables, no big deal. We're bringing in a cake, and I have a lot of decorations. So, okay, so as stated on the phone yesterday about 5 times, we do not have you down for an event. You did not call us to book a room. You did not get with us to get with our event coordinator. You have not paid a deposit. You have not signed any kind of documentation. We have not gone over any of the event planning with you. You do not have a room for tonight, ma'am. No, there's no way you're about to turn away 45 to 60 people when you could be making money. So I'm going to go ahead and just escort all of us back there. No big deal. You don't need to worry about it. I've got all of this handled, okay? I really do apologize for the inconvenience and the fact that 45 to 60 people are about to show up here right now and have to get turned away, but I have already spoken with our event coordinator. I have spoken with our manager. I can go get both of them if you need a little bit more validation, but we are not going to be able to accommodate your party tonight. Yeah, go get somebody else, because I don't believe a word coming out of your mouth. I think that you have a vendetta against me or you hate me or something, but go get somebody else. Ma'am, I've never met you before in my whole entire life. And I'm starting to think that maybe that's a blessing, but I don't have a vendetta against you. I'm not saying no out of spite. I really wish I could accommodate you, because that would actually make my life easier, and it would in turn make the restaurant money. But again, all of the private dining rooms are already booked up, as they have been for months and months and months and months. So I will go get the event coordinator and the manager. They've been expecting you. So just one moment, please. Mom, honestly, this is so embarrassing. Can we just leave? Go where, honey? We're not leaving. We're about to get a new server, so don't worry about it. What does us having a different server have anything to do with the situation? We can just go home and have a pina colada. Why are we here? You're about to go off to college, and I want us to have a drink together, okay? And they have the best pina coladas in town, so just stop. Fine, but if anything happens, we're leaving. Hi, thank you for your patience. I'm your new server. Can I get you started with anything to drink? Maybe some waters? Hi, yes, we're both gonna do waters. I'm gonna do a pina colada, please, and we're gonna do chips and queso for the table. Okay, perfect. A pina colada, 2 waters, chips and queso for the table. Do you mind if I check your ID real quick? The other girl already checked it, but I guess y'all don't communicate, so here you go. Yes, ma'am, we do talk. It's just restaurant policy. I'll be right back. Just follow my lead. It's not a big deal, okay? Mom. Okay, here's your pina colada, 2 waters. The chips and queso will be right out. Okay, we can just share the drink. Okay, it's really not a big deal. Just kind of look around before you take a sip. It's so good. I mean, okay. It tastes like every other pina colada. See? And as your parent, I get to decide these kinds of things, not this stupid restaurant. Ma'am, hi, it's me, the manager, Mike again. We are going to have to ask you to leave. We did see you serving your daughter alcohol here, and we did tell you multiple times that that is illegal in this establishment. You need to go. I'm not finished with my drink yet. We just got served. You can't ask us to leave. Ma'am, if you do not vacate the premises right now, I'm going to start raising my voice to a level where the cop right there will be able to hear exactly what's going on. Would you like that? I'm leaving it. I'm just going to call Dad to come pick me up or something. It's just a stupid pina colada. Who cares? Fine, we'll leave, but I'm not paying for that pina colada, and I'm never coming back here ever again. Thank you for saying that. Please do never come back here ever again. Bye. Come on, sweetie. This is so stupid. Hey, Mike, we have a little situation up front. Yeah, shoot. What's up? A lady is trying to use, and I can't even believe I'm saying this, a coupon for the state fair. She's trying to use that coupon here right now for her food. Yeah, can you cut the shit? You making a joke or trying to prank me is not going to make me come up there any quicker. Like, can you just tell me what's really going on? You know, I wish I was joking, but she has requested for a manager because we can't take her coupon for the state fair. Oh my gosh, I hate my life. And I hate you. Just kidding. Okay, let's go up there. Hi ladies, my name's Mike. I'm the manager. I hear there's a situation. Do you mind explaining it to me? Hello, Michael. May I call you Michael instead of Mike? Yeah, we printed this coupon off on the internet and brought it here to use. Ma'am, are you okay? Do you need me to call somebody for you? Do you know where you are right now? That's so rude of you to ask. Of course I know where I am. We are inside of a restaurant. Well, as you said, this is a coupon for the state fair, and we are very clearly not at the state fair. So I'm just making sure that you know that you're at a restaurant and that you're not within the state fair grounds. I understand, but on the back of the coupon, it says that there's nachos, margaritas, all these things that I can use this coupon to get for a discounted price. So I just want them discounted here. No, ma'am, we cannot apply a coupon from the state fair to your food at this restaurant. I don't like your tone, and you're not being very hospitable, Michael. Okay? Apply the coupon, please. And you will get all the hospitality you are looking for in regards to this coupon at the state fair where you can use it properly. Okay? I don't even want to go to the fair anymore. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I thought that you were just making that up to get me to hurry over to the table a little bit quicker, but that's insane. Yeah, no worries. Honestly, if that didn't just happen to me, I don't think that I would believe it either. So, hi, I'm sorry, we're closed till 4. Oh, hey, Stacy the GM, how are you? Hi, Casey. Thank you so much again for coming in and covering the store and helping out while Amanda's sick. Have you seen my granddaughter anywhere? Of course, I'm always happy to help and volunteer my time. What do you mean your granddaughter? So this is actually my granddaughter's first serving job. I'm so happy to have her here. But she texted me there was a bit of some kind of confusion going on. So have you seen her anywhere? Oh, so our new hire is your granddaughter? Yes, and she was texting me that there's a little bit of confusion about what time the restaurant was supposed to open with renovations going on and la-di-da-di-doody. So where is she? Hi, sorry to interrupt. Hi, Stacy. It's so good to see you again. I'm the server that was put in charge of training your granddaughter. Hi, honey. Thank you so much for taking her under your wing. I really appreciate it. But I'm trying to find her. Do you know where she is? She's sitting in her car? And why would she be sitting in her car right now? I don't know. I mean, respectfully, I just don't think that she has what it takes. Like, she walked in here and there were tables to serve and she couldn't handle it. But you see, here's the thing. Why would she need to serve tables when we don't have any food to serve? Why would she need to serve tables when a hostess never sat anybody? Why would she need to serve tables when we are closed for renovations until 4 o'clock? See, there's a lot going on right now, and me and you are going to have to dive a lot deeper into the issues that you're having. Clearly, you're not managing your own store properly, so I'm going to be taking special attention to what you're doing over at your own store. I'm going to go find my granddaughter. That's what you get for being mean and a liar. I wasn't lying. I was speaking my own truth of events that happened. When she comes and sees my store, she's going to see how effective I am as a manager. Yeah, well, we've all heard complaints about your store. You're a sucky manager. That's why you have the highest turnover rate. Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Hi, welcome into the restaurant for Easter brunch. How may I help you? Hi, we have a reservation for 6 people for 1:30 for Easter brunch. Okay, perfect. What is the name on your reservation? It's Susie Jones, but we're just going to go ahead and go back to the buffet line, okay? It's kind of long. Okay, I'm not seeing a Susie Jones for right now. Do you have the confirmation email that you would have received upon booking this reservation? No, I don't have that. I never gave you guys my email. I never subscribed to anything. Yes, so whenever you make the reservation, you are sent a link where you put in your card information just in case that you do a no-show. And you can update your reservation details from there. Did you ever fill out that link? No. Whenever I called, the rude hostess said I had to give her my social security number. No. Yes, I think that you spoke to me. Hi, you must be the one we've been waiting for. Yes, I would have emailed you a link and you would have done the reservation details from there. It is 1:30 right now, and brunch does close in 30 minutes. No, I called to make a reservation and that's final. So now that it is 1:30, brunch closes in 30 minutes. We will be able to seat you in our regular restaurant for lunch, but not for brunch. You are single-handedly ruining our day today. We have our grandparents here. We have little children here. You are making this memory terrible for them. They're going to think of this and think of you. I'm not ruining anything because you didn't want to put your credit card number down to reserve a reservation. So do you want to sit in the lunchroom or no? We are never coming back here ever again. You're like the Grinch of Easter or something. Sure thing. Toodaloo. Hi, I'm here bringing in my dog. Her head is bleeding. Hi, good morning, ma'am. And you still have the bow on her head? I don't think the bow is what's causing the issue. I think there's just something else going on, but the bow is so cute. Ma'am, I can literally see from right here that her skin on the top of her head is pulled up into the elastic. Yeah, that's what's making her head bleed. What else would it be besides that the bow is too tight? I don't really care what your opinion is. I'm not coming in here for the receptionist to play doctor. I will wait until I hear it from someone who's more experienced and who actually knows what they're talking about. You're all checked in. They should be up shortly. Hi, I'm Dr. Smith. I am going to be your dog's doctor for the day. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what's going on. Hi, yes, of course. So what could be the mystery of to why my dog's head is bleeding? So I do just want to go ahead and inform you so you're not surprised and you're step-by-step here on her treatment plan with us. But the elastic rubber band is pulling her skin up. So we do need to cut around her hair, shave her head a little bit. And it is bleeding and it looks like it's a little bit infected. So we are going to need to treat the area when we bring her out here. She's going to have a pretty good size, probably like a quarter, just little gash on her head. It is going to be a little bit more of like an open wound. So we will be sending you home with medication to treat it, okay? That doesn't even make any sense. I've put bows on all of my dogs and all of my kids for years. How would this happen? Do I need to sue the bow company? This happened because the bow was on there way too tight that it literally is pinching and pulling and tearing at her skin. Yeah, so it's not a bow company problem. Do you understand what I'm saying, ma'am? So will the hair grow back? Will I be able to put another bow in her head? I'm still just not really understanding. The first step is to go ahead and treat your dog's head. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. We're not going to be focusing on when we can put another bow in your dog's hair. So just take a seat. Hi, welcome into the very obviously busy sports bar. How may I help you? Hi, we're all here for our reservation. It's Veronica, party of 6 for the patio. So we are on a wait list right now and we don't accept reservations for the patio. For a party of 6, it'll probably be about 90 minutes. No, you are mistaken. Whenever I called, the lady said since it's a bachelorette party that she would accommodate us and get us a reservation for 6 people on the patio. I'm actually the one that you spoke to, and I definitely did not say that in any capacity. I did say that we do not accept reservations for the patio. So do you want to be on the wait list, or would you like to go somewhere else? No, it wasn't you. I'm actually really good at recognizing voices. So can you actually just go find her? Are you the blushing bride? Yeah. So we don't accept reservations for the patio, and I'm not going to say it again because we had a 2-minute phone call about this just the other day. Do you want to be on the wait list or do you want to leave? I don't like your attitude, lady, and it says on your website that you do take reservations, so you're wrong. Okay, so these are tickets that you can purchase to different events that we have here, like live music night, different things like that. That does not say anywhere that we take reservations. You're ruining my wedding. I'm the bride, and a lot of the girls flew in from out of town. It's my bachelorette party. Then why come here? This is just a random sports bar, honestly, that has a patio. You could have gone anywhere. Anywhere. Lots of places take reservations for their patios. We just don't do it here. It's our policy. We don't. We'll just be put on the wait list, I guess, and just wait around. Sure thing. Veronica, party of 6. You're on the wait list. We'll let you know whenever your table's ready. Hi, are you ready to get checked out from your appointment? No, I'm not, you little thief. I'm sorry, what? I was looking at my estimate and it looks like you're charging for 2 different kind of worm tests. I'm only paying for 1. Okay, so there are 2 different tests. One is the heartworm test and one is the no. I know for a fact there are no worms in the heart and that the stool, the fecal that I had to bring in has the worms in it. That's why you're testing his poop. Yes, ma'am, there is such a thing as heartworms, and it's actually a blood test. It's not a fecal test. The fecal test, no, there's no worms in the heart, and a blood test would definitely not show if there were worms in the heart. Okay, well, you keep interrupting me, and I don't think there's really any reasoning with you right now. So I'm gonna go get the tech. Maybe she can better explain this to you, and maybe you'll listen to her. Yeah, go get the tech. This isn't your job anyways to explain medical things. Go get the tech. Hey, my name's Amanda. I was just your technician. What's going on? The receptionist here is trying to double charge me for the same test. Can you please explain to her? She doesn't think that the heartworm test and the fecal are the same, and I keep trying to explain it to her and she's not listening. So maybe you can try. Yes, ma'am. The receptionist is correct. They are 2 different tests. One shows the presence of heartworms, and it is a blood draw. Heartworms are transmitted through mosquito bites to dogs. And then there's the fecal test, which tests their stool for intestinal parasites. So They are two totally different tests, and both tests check for different things. Well, I'm not paying for the heartworm test. I'll just pay for the fecal. Take it off my bill. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Actually, you can just delete it off of the PVL, and we'll just discard the sample. Anything else, ma'am? No, but I'm going to be writing a review about this and about how you're scamming people. Yeah, I'm uploading it right now to Google. Yeah, you go right ahead. The card machine is ready for you today. Welcome aboard the airline I used to work at. Can I get you a pre-flight beverage? Hey, sweetheart. Yeah, I'll just take my usual, thanks. Okay, I don't know what your usual is, and it doesn't look like you filled out your selection prior to this flight, so what can I get you to drink? Do you not see how busy I am right now on this work email? I'll take my usual drink. I commute on this flight every day. You should know what my usual drink is. I've never flown this flight before, and if you fly it all the time, then why are you not recognizing me? What can I get you to drink before I move on to the next person? Okay, you waitress in the air. I'll have a double whiskey over ice in a glass cup. Okay, perfect. Double whiskey over ice in a glass cup. Just remember that is a pre-flight drink. I will need to pick it up before we can take off. Trash, everyone can just put their trash in here. Okay, sir, we're about to take off, so I do need to take that drink back from you. Obviously, I'm not done. I'm not giving it back until I'm finished. Thank you. Yes, sir, as explained before, it is a pre-flight beverage, but I'll be happy to make you a fresh one once we're in the air. They always let me keep my drink, though. Why are you being such a stickler right now? Just leave me alone and let me drink my drink in peace. I'm not losing my job because you want to keep a glass cup in your lap. I'd be happy to make you a drink once we get into the air, but it is FAA regulations that we do take up the glassware back before we take off. I don't care if it's the CIA regulation. You're on the clock. You need to be serving me right now. Sadly, I'm actually not on the clock right now because I get paid wheels up to wheels down, so I'm dealing with all of this off of the clock. And are you going to be the one to tell all of the other passengers that the reason that we're delayed is because you won't give me the drink? Yeah, is that, you want me to go tell the pilot that? Oh my gosh, just take it. I cannot be late for this business meeting. Thank you. That wasn't so hard, was it, sir? I will make you a fresh one in the air. Okay, just put your seatbelt on, please. Thank you for coming into the vet clinic that I work at. How may I help you? My dog smells like a fish oil yeast infection. You need to fix this, and you need to fix this right now. Hi, Floofy Doofy. Hi, Miss Smith. So yesterday you did come in for anal bands because you were complaining that he was scooting all along your living room floor, and you did decline our wipes to wipe his rear end to help get the smell away, and as well as our dog safe scent that we can spray in his rear end to help, alleviate that fishy scent. Well, he stinks. I didn't approve for his anal glands to get expressed, and now my car smells. Are you gonna go clean out my car for me? So you did approve for them to be expressed, ma'am. That's why he was crying out and licking his rear end. They were very full, uncomfortably full, to the point when we expressed them, they were leaking all over him. So we did the very best that we could. If you'd like to bring him in, we could offer you a complimentary bath to help get that rear end, that smell away, but you are gonna have to be okay with us using things to help with the smell. No! My Floofy Doofy does not need perfume or wipes. That is ridiculous. He's just a dog, but he smells. And I need you specifically to help me with this immediately. Okay, I'm going to put you in for a complimentary bath, and we're gonna do the very best that we can. So you and Floofy Doofy can just take a seat, and whenever a nurse is free, they'll be with you. I'm not gonna be taking a seat or waiting. You're going to take Floofy Doofy, and you're going to take him back there right now to the techs, and you're going to bathe him. So I'm not going to be taking him back there because I am a receptionist, and we don't even have a bath appointment, but I am doing you a favor and working you in right now. So please take a seat, and a nurse or kennel staff will be with you shortly. Thank you for coming into the vet clinic where I work at, where if you do not bring a fecal or urine sample to your appointment, we do not charge you until you bring it back. How may I help you? Here is Luna Smith's fecal sample, and I have to go, so thank you so much. Oh, ma'am. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, one moment. So we usually don't prepay for these just in case the sample never gets brought back. But let me look you up in the system really, really quickly, and we'll get that charge taken care of. No, I already paid for it, and I have the whole entire soccer team and 5 dogs in the car, so I have to go right now. I mean, I can't be in here having this conversation with you. Okay, I understand. 2 seconds. Let's see. Okay, yes. So it looks like we have not prepaid for them. On your bill, it does say pay upon drop-off of samples. So for the fecal sample, it is going to be $75 because it looks like we're actually going to send it out to the lab because your dog you've been complaining about bloody stool and diarrhea for the past month, so we're going to send it out to the lab. No, I already paid. I was in here yesterday. And like I said, I have the soccer team in my car. We have to get to soccer practice. Ma'am, in order to run this test, we do require payment for it. We do try to make it more convenient where you don't have to pay for it at the time of service because you physically didn't bring it in. Okay, so no, then I'm just going to take my sample back. And while I'm here, I need to pick up the antibiotics for the diarrhea. Right now, I don't have time to come back here after soccer practice, even though I live 2 miles down the road. I understand. In order, though, to get the antibiotics, we do have to test the stool because we need to see what parasite is present and what antibiotics will help and what medication. We do need the results, though, before the doctor can prescribe an antibiotic. We don't have the antibiotics ready because we don't know what we need to prescribe for. You're not taking this poo. You're not. I'm leaving. This is ridiculous. You know what? Just throw it away from me and have a great day. Okay? Have a great day and have a great soccer game. Bye. Hi, ma'am. Welcome to your work-in appointment. If you don't mind just taking a seat, once a nurse is free, they'll be right with you. Of course. Thank you. And I was informed on the phone that this appointment could take up to an hour wait time, so I'm just going to take a seat. Of course, thank you. I really appreciate your patience. It does take, 30 minutes to an hour and a half because we're working you in between our already existing appointments. But hi, ma'am. Hi. Hello. Can I ask you a question? Hi, Miss Smith. Of course. How may I help you? So, I'm sorry. In the time that we got here 10 minutes ago, 2 people have already gotten taken back. And I was here in this building before them. I'm confused. Yes, they did have existing appointments already, and we're working in between our existing ones. So once a nurse is free, I promise they will be right with you. Hi, okay, I'm really not trying to get upset right now, but another person just got taken back for the same exact reason that I'm here. They said that they're here for an exam. I'm here for an exam. Yes, ma'am, it's been about 15 minutes, and the minimum is probably a half hour, which is the soonest. Okay. Hi, it's hard for me right now to stand here and to be having this conversation with you for the 3rd time, but we really need to work on our communication skills. Ma'am, I do understand, but you are a non-emergent work-in. We're doing vaccines for you in an exam because you didn't do them prior to needing your dog boarded for a vacation you're about to go on. So if you don't mind just taking a seat, I can go back there and just kind of look around and see what's going on, but every single nurse and doctor are in our rooms. So I'll be right back. Okay, Miss Smith, one of the nurses is finishing up a patient right now, and you are the next in line. So if you don't mind just waiting patiently, the nurse will be right up. See, was that hard to go back there and check for me? Do I really have to come up here and do your job for you? You should have done that in the first place. I don't know why everyone's getting taken back before me. I was here in this building first. Man, we're just going in round and round in circles. I do apologize for the inconvenience, but you were a non-emergent work-in. So the nurse will be right up if you don't mind just taking a seat. Hi, welcome to the vet clinic. How may I just please take his leash? Just go ahead and take him, please. I'm in a hurry. Okay, good morning. Just 1 second. Let me get your chart all pulled up. No, I don't have time. My kids are in the car. I have to leave immediately. Okay, it is going to be just a second. I do have some check-in questions to go over with you. And then the tech will come up here to confirm all of the drop-off information, and then you'll be good to go from there. So if something happens to the kids in my car, who's going to be responsible for it? You? Ma'am, you're more than welcome to go get your kids. We do just have a few questions that we haven't even started quite yet. I do need you to sign the drop-off release form. And then again, like I said, the tech does have to come up here and go over everything with you again. You clearly don't have kids, do you? Because then maybe you would be a little bit more empathetic of my situation right now. I'm not sure what me having kids or not has anything to do with this right now. But again, it is just going to take a second to get your dog all checked in. It takes a lot to get kids out of the car. I don't have time for this. Can you just take the dog? Take the dog. Okay, well, I'm gonna write on your check-in sheet that owner is declining to answer questions because she's in a hurry. You're still gonna have to wait for the tech though, because I can't take your dog, I'm just the receptionist. So just take a seat and somebody will be with you. Well, where are they? Where are they? I'm still here waiting. Take a seat. Now what?